to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? And all them uppercats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' approach the dog with some bump. Alright, they go to click, 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you I got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You act, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? If you up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talking, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Big baller. Yo, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside, hold up. Street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. It's got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing.
Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. At the end of the night, one team lifts the Lombard.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that eggnog that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get wreck, and that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, unleash I need. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can't read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes always in line with street. Tell my 17 travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. I got you all in check. I got that head knob that make you your neck.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We're playing for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty low Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't call the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my head.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for KC. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
At the 15-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Heroes 15! Yellow! Hey, 15!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. Well, the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
Yellow!
Pacheco is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey, 70, Panthers 60, Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Again, he'll drop to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
As we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Touchdown! Elijah Arroyo. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Bring some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They keep it with Smith on 1st down. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Yellow. Come on. Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Smith catches left side. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
15.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Now play. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. 14. Seahawks 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. 19 tight. Go. They'll drop to throw. And it is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, man. Check. 70, Cup 19. 60 Eagles. 7 Tigers. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 21 yards there on 3rd down. We've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next. 14-7 is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Go, Warriors 70. Back to 60. Back 60.
They'll look to throw again. Throw out wide to Walker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
18, right here.
At the 31-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw again. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come back! Come on, Eddie! Hey, rip lift!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short throw held in by Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Smith trying to run for it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
As long as you're getting the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
At the Seahawks 5-yard line.
Hero 15!
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yellow! Let's go on, Eddie!
Another try for Smith. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll set up a throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
2nd and 10.
Come on.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
And now an audible here into something else.
19 Tiger. Go street. Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Warriors, 70 Lions. Maverick.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, nice move. And all the way out just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow. Hey, 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Look at the spin. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few positions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
The Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So 2 quarters in the books here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
These 2 teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Jones breaking from the contact. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Horton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on. Ready?
Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, what a move. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we'll just say, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are we going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is 2nd and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Nice, let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. But he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Count, 70 ranges, 70, 18, Pioneer. 19 strikes.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. There he goes again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chiefs 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Unlock line! No!
Here's Walker to start the drive. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 79 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They go play action here on 1st down. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready?
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Second down and 8.
Cowboy 80! Yep, ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Manning hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next the score is Seahawks 42, Chiefs 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15.
A gain of 68 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, 43. I don't need to.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the
Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
That's caught, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
19 tight, 19 tight. Streak. 60 Maverick, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On the give, here's Charbonnet. And works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Bronco switch.
Here's Charbonnet once again. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Jet sweep, here's Smith and Jigba. Oh, and this one, and they need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Trying the left side with Walker. Fights for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 30. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Boye Mafe. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, 43, yellow. Hey, 57 color. 50, hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Seattle Seahawks. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions. So that'll conclude another captivating season of the NFL on EA Sports. So for Charles Davis and all the hardworking men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying good night from Santa Clara.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, no treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of eyes. Get the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my